headed up here to Indiana, and I'm gonna start by wishing everybody, all y'all mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Today's Mother's Day, May 8th, and I hope y'all have a great Mother's Day for those of y'all who's watching. But we're headed up here to Indiana, and we got something a little bit different this trip. Something I've never pulled before. I mean, I pulled one, my personal one, but not for doing RV transport. But got James behind me, and we're going up here and picking up a 22-foot Apollo pontoon boat. We each got one. It's going down to Summerfield, Florida, and so that'll be something new for everybody on this video. And they got something different rather than a camper. We got to be pulling a boat, and also for me, going someplace different. So I'm gonna take y'all along for a ride, and it's been a little bit since I posted a video. Just been some things going on and everything. Since my last video, changing the brakes and the hub, or not the hub, but the rotors and everything on my truck. And for those of y'all who watch that, that did fix my problem. So I'm glad of that. And then during that, as I was putting the brakes on, one of the reasons I haven't posted a video in a while, because I had my phone laying on the bumper, and I forgot about it. So after I got everything on, I took off down the road and to make sure everything was going to do good. And I guess y'all can see where I'm going with this. So my phone fell off going down the highway, and I ran over it, and it crushed it. I'm gonna put a little picture in here just to show you basically what all it done. But I mean, it crushed the OtterBox, it crushed the phone, everything. The part that sucks about it is apparently my Samsung account, where all my photos and stuff like that are stored, apparently that was full, and it's been full for a while. So all of my pictures and everything that from probably about the last year or so is gone. I've lost everything. So music, pictures. Now I was able to get the pictures back from like several years ago, ones that were stored on there, but the recent ones, like I said, the last couple of years, my son's graduation, his powerlifting meets, his football games, band competitions, birthdays, stuff like that, which he don't really do that too much because he's 18, but still, just other things, just memories that I've lost. Some of those I've gotten on Facebook, so I'm gonna be able to go back and get those, but a lot of them was videos, like the powerlifting meets and the football games and stuff. Most of those was videos. So unfortunately, I lost it. But anyway, and then one of my friends a couple of my friends that I've mentioned y'all before, subscribe to their channel, and here a few weeks ago I met them up in Goshen, and they was finally able to upload their videos and everything, but transport bandits. This was done. This little clip that I'm gonna show y'all was done before I started making YouTube videos. So I'm thankful that they was able to capture that and everything, and go subscribe to their channel. They're great people. If those of you that want to see how Canada loads are done and stuff like that, they run a lot of those, and right now I think they're taking a load to Alaska. So I bet that's going to be a very interesting trip. So go subscribe to their channel and everything, and I'm sure they'll keep you posted on their adventure going up through there. It's Jeff and Cheryl's her name. Jeff, he's a former Marine and former brother. Hoorah! But like I said, they're a great bunch of people, and like I said again, if you want to, those of you that have thought about maybe doing team driving, like husband and wife team or something like that, they also do that. So like I said, go check them out. Sometimes they run team just pulling the campers, and sometimes Jeff he'll pull the travel trailers or fifth wheel, and then Cheryl she'll do the drive away. So like I said, go check them out, give them some support. But we're getting on 40 here, and finna, I guess, hammer down. But like I said, it's gonna be an interesting trip. Like I said, normally I go up here, get one, going back to Sherman, and I usually just do one, maybe 2 a week. We're gonna stay out the whole week, so we're gonna get these boats going down to Florida, and then whenever we drop them off, we'll get on the load board and see what they got. If they got something good going back to Florida, we'll probably go back to Florida. If not, I've seen several Texas loads on the board, so we may grab a Texas. And but anyway, I just wanted to get on here and give y'all a quick update of what's going on this trip, and I guess we'll talk to y'all after a while. Y'all take care. Be safe.
We're gonna see. We came to see Jody Goodwin. There he is. Right there, Jody Goodwin. We ran back over here to Walmart to meet our good friend and Bandit. There he is. Jody! Right there! Say hi to all our bandits!
How y'all doing?
And who do you work for, Jody?
Or Indiana Transport.
Indiana Transport. We are friends with like everybody across the board. You're not just friends with your company people.
These are great people.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that.
We're friends across the company spectrum.
So if we're here in Goshen and you want to meet up with us, just message me and we'll come by and say hi. So do that right now. We're going to chat with Jody for a few minutes. We'll catch you on the road. Okay? See this? Marines.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Marines! That's how you get it done right there. 2 Marines together. Oh gosh, you know how that goes. So I'm getting out of here. Yeah, we're getting out of here before trouble starts. Let's go.
Canada.
See y'all.
Bye.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, we back. Made it up here close to Glendale. Been get ready to pull in, and since we're gonna have some pretty weather, and I didn't get to get my truck washed last time, I figure I'll go ahead and get my truck washed. Oh girl, she needs a bath. She is dirty, ain't the word for it. She is filthy. So yeah, we're gonna pull in here to Blue Beacon and get the truck washed and see how much fuel I got in my big tank. See if I got enough to make it up here to Indiana and get back down here to Glendale, so I may not. I may have to get fuel. But anyway, we're gonna pull in up here, and then I'll just let y'all just go through truck wash with me. So, all right. Guys, we pulling in here. I'm gonna tell them no acid or no brightener. I always do that when I come in here to Blue Beacon, so be sure to tell them that, otherwise they're gonna do it. Yeah, guy. Well, he's got truck wash, got fuel, and we're finna get ready to get back on the road. So she's looking pretty good. So it ain't perfect, but I tell you what, it's a whole lot better than what it was. Cause she was filthy. She didn't even look white. She was brown. She Mexican. Nah, I'm just kidding. But now right there, I gotta get some mud flaps and put in right here to keep, because basically what happens, mud and stuff comes off the tires and it gets up there, and on that white it just stains it. And but anyway, we're finna get off here and get on back down the road, and we'll get back with y'all here in just a bit. Alright guys, well, wouldn't you know it, they didn't leave our paperwork. So I called up here Friday and asked them to leave. I told them I'd be up here Sunday night, pick it up. So they said, oh yeah, we'll leave the paperwork in the driver's lounge. So, well, mine, James both ain't in there. So we're gonna be waiting until in the morning to get our paperwork. But we're gonna go ahead and ride back through here and go ahead and find our unit and our boat, whatever you want to call it. So I'll give y'all a little tour of, I know it's dark, y'all probably can't see that much, but and this is my first time picking up at this yard. So he said it's gonna be, I guess, along the fence line. So I don't know. Guess we'll just ride through. Since we ain't leaving it in the morning, I guess we got plenty of time.
Well, they got some good looking driveways.
Yep. Yeah, the guard said it's gonna be, my row is up against the fence. Well, I'm up against the fence, and I don't see nothing that looks like a boat. I guess I'm just gonna keep driving around in circles till hopefully I find it. Do it. Yeah, I'm going back across the where we came in at. There we go. I see some pontoon boats. These things pretty daggone big. Bigger than what I was expecting. I don't know if y'all can see them here, but there, I can cut my lights on bright. But yeah, there they are. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here real quick so I can go back to my email and find out which one's mine, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, we're back this morning. Hope everybody having a good morning. But yeah, on that last one is a little dark, so I figured I'd just show you since it's daylight outside. But I mean, they got a fairly good amount of boats here. They you see down through there. Yeah, it won't let me zoom in, but anyway, we're finna back up to mine, and then I guess we're gonna get on out of here. So there's a couple of things that I've noticed that on mine that I'm gonna go over with y'all and everything, and that's a little bit different. So I'll get back with you here in just a minute. Yeah. Alright guys, we back. Got all hooked up and everything, and look at that old thing. That's a beauty. Yeah, first time pulling a boat for this company. I'm gonna tell you something, whenever you're backing up, if you'll notice, look at that long tongue right there. They got out that big gap. Now normally whenever you back up to a trailer, you're looking in your mirror. If you don't have a backup camera, I don't. So I'm old school like that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Eventually I'm gonna get one. But anyway, as you're backing up, you sort of get used to how far your truck is from the camper. Well, I was doing that, and I decided I was gonna get out and check, and I was right there on the hitch, and because I had that big old gap. And I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things right here. One, now these right here, if you look up here, I don't know if y'all can, yeah, may not be able to see. But anyway, it calls for a 50mm ball. I looked it up. It's not the same as a 2-inch. It's a little bit smaller, but not much, just by like tenths or hundredths or whatever. But I hooked it up on my 2-inch ball and locked everything down, and then I let the crank the landing gear up, and I was picking the back of the truck up, so it's locked on. All right, another thing, this plug, it's a 5-pin. The connector thing I got, it's only a 4-pin. Got that one right there, and then I also got this one that I use. But we're probably going to stop. It works right now. I mean, all my lights and everything work. We're probably going to stop at Walmart or somewhere like that on the way down there, and I'm going to see if I can't find a 5-pin connector, because what that 5th pin is for is for just your ordinary trailers and stuff. It may be for like a backup light or something like that. For boats, what I've seen is it's for your the brake surge. Basically, the way this brake system works on here, you got this cable, I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that's your breakaway cable. But the let's see, it's locked down with that pin, so it ain't going up. But the way it works is whenever you push your brakes, this trailer is going to come forward, and whenever it does, it's got something inside there that feeds back, and I guess it activates the brakes on the trailer. Another thing, I don't really understand why they done this, but see that little hook, that thing's gonna fall out somewhere. I don't know why they didn't put a clip or something like that on that, because that's bouncing down the road, that's just gonna fall out. So I just put it through the little eye part right there and put it on my little carabiner, keep it from falling out. So I got a wire hanging right here. I want to see what that goes to. I'll look at that in a minute. I'll go look at a couple other boats and see if they're like that. Anyway, this old thing's wrapped down pretty good. What I've also seen, they make like a thing. Of course, you don't want to put it whenever you're transporting it because you're gonna scratch these up. But if somebody's watching and this is your own boat, then they make like another little roller that can come down and everything, and to where this strap right here feeds through. But basically, normally your strap would go from here straight over to here, and then that basically pulls it forward. Now going down the road, some of these rough roads that we drive on, the trailer's going to be constantly bouncing, so the boat's going to be bouncing. Well, so what they did is they come over, under the tongue, back up. That really doesn't, if you see, this is going straight up and down now instead of pulling forward. So basically that's just holding the boat down. It's not really holding it forward. So plus, with the bouncing and everything, this strap, what I've read and seen on some YouTube videos, is that this strap has been known to break, being the downward pressure like that. So what I did is I took another one of my straps, and you got some tie down spots right here on each side. So just for extra securement, just in case this was to break, then, and I can see this out my mirror, so I got this strap right here. I hooked it in that, ran it across, under, then back over this, and then back over on that side. Now what I'm doing is, one, I got extra protection in case that first strap breaks, and then this one right here, it's also pulling forward, so I got double securement. And then whenever we get around to the back, I'm gonna show you again, but they got it wrapped up real good. And get back here, hopefully it shows the GVWR is 7,000 pounds. I looked in the paperwork. You guys, excuse all the wind, I hope it's not bothering y'all. It's a little windy out here, but it's got 3 different titles in the package. You got your title for the trailer, your title for the boat, title for the motor. I took all those, added them up, and it comes out to about 4,000 pounds shipping weight, so it's not that heavy. And I got some wire hanging down here. I don't know what that's to. I'm gonna have to see. But I mean, you do the same exact thing as you would on a camper. Walk around it, make sure that you ain't got no, make sure you got to check your trailer too, because this is part of it. So check your trailer, torque your wheels, make sure you ain't got no damage or scratches on your trailer. If you do, take pictures. Same thing with the boat. Now, of course, you can't see on the inside, about like a camper. And then make sure your motor's on there good. Make sure it ain't gonna fall off when you're going down the road. Now, another thing I'm gonna do is whenever I'm fixing to do this here in just a minute, I'm gonna take a couple more straps. You see, you got tie downs right here. Well, you know, on a boat, you got your straps that hold the back end of the boat down and sort of hold it forward. Well, this one doesn't have any. So basically, this boat could actually, going down the road, these bumpy roads and everything, the back of the boat ain't got nothing securing it, so it can still bounce up and down, and then eventually bounce off, shift. So I'm gonna take a couple more straps and put one right here, go down through there, and I'm gonna hook it right there, and then same thing on the other side. And if I can get up, yeah, I can get up in there. So if you guys ever pull a boat, just look at that stuff. Like I said, the back end, you don't want that. Even though the front's tied down and secured, that back end can still bounce off. So then you're going down the road and the back end of the trailer's over here, sitting off the side of the trailer, and then you're gonna be screwed. So you don't want that. But the only other thing I'm worried about is going down the road, all this wind catching all that daggum plastic, especially right there on that awning up there. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, make sure it ain't tearing apart and all that stuff. Like I said, just go around, check your trailer, make sure you ain't got no damage or scratches on it. Check the boat, pontoon, all that stuff. Then you got your ladder right here, make sure it's good and secure. I found a couple little rust spots right here on the tongue, another one right there, got a little rub spot right there. I don't know, y'all probably can't see that, but anyway. And then other than that, just make sure it's secured down. So you got a hand jack, so just let it up and just pull that little pin out and turn it. So it's about like any other normal trailer. So then this part right here, it'll pull up whenever you get ready to unlatch it. You got a pin that goes through here. It's got a little ball valve right there that holds it in. My lock's not long enough to go through that, so whenever you pull in the boat, just make sure you got a 2-inch ball, because it's going to take a 2-inch ball. Your 2 5/16 is not going to work. So carry you. That's the reason I don't have my weight distribution hitch on here, and that hitch right there is plenty capable of pulling this little video thing. I've hauled skid steer and all that stuff, grossing out at probably 14,000 pounds, or probably more with my trailer, with that hitch right there. So it's plenty strong enough. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. They give y'all another little walk around of the truck. Got the old truck cleaned up. She looks good pulling this boat now. We all ready to go to Florida. But I hope it pulls good. My buddy Sea Farmer, he wants me to let him know how it's going to pull and everything. So like I said, this is my first one pulling. So you can hear that plastic stuff whipping in the wind, so you can imagine what that's going to do going down the road. So we're just going to keep an eye on it. But anyway, we're going to get on off here, and then going to get James hooked up, and then we'll pull on out of here and start heading down to Florida. Going to Summerfield, Florida. So y'all stay along with me and enjoy the ride with us. All right, see y'all. All right, guys, back real quick. We run into a little bit of problem on James's boat. We're not gonna be able to take his. I'm still on mine, but he got taken off his, and I'll show you why. So he's he just got taken off his, so just dispatched him on another one, not a boat. He's gonna have to be taking a camper going down to Orange Park, Florida. It's not too far from where I'm gonna be, but these boats, they was going to the same place, but and they don't have another one on the load board going down there, so we had to get him a travel trailer. But I'm gonna turn y'all around. I'm gonna show you why. And these, keep in mind, these boats, Indiana Transport, I guess, just started hauling these. These are brand new design boats, I think made by Forest River. They just started making them this year in 2022, so they're new. But I'm gonna turn y'all around. All right, guys, so this is the reason why, and we done our pre-trip, looked over it for any damages or anything like that, but we missed something, and then we went ahead and hooked up. And while we was coming back here, putting the straps on, like I was telling you about, we this is where we noticed this. On that center float, see that big old dent on the left? There's another small one on the right. So like I said, they're new to this, so I guess they're trying to figure out I guess who ought to contact and all that mess. So but anyway, we'll get off here and then let y'all know. All right, guys, back with another little quick recap. So while I was doing the part of that last little section I done showing you the dents, guy, he came up and he was looking at it, and they was going to see if they was going to try to figure out who they could call to see if maybe they could, if we could go ahead and take it. But they came back and said no, they didn't. Something that big of a dent, then plus the dent right there, plus being right on the weld, it could have had a crack in it. So so what they done is they said that no, that they're going to fix it here, and then I guess later on ship it. But we ended up getting James booked on a travel trailer going to Orange Park, and the so right now I'm sitting here at the Indiana Transport Yard, and they're going to, or he's on his way to Bristol, Indiana, and to General RV over there, and he's gonna pick up his travel trailer, and then he's gonna meet me back here, and then we'll go. It's about 12 o'clock Central Time right now, about 1 o'clock Eastern. We should have been out of here probably about 3 or 4 hours ago. But this is the problems that sometimes you run into, so it's just part of the job. So but anyway, that's what's going on with that. So he's probably going to be I don't know about how many miles away from me, but it's not too far. Like I said, he's going to Orange Park, I'm going to Summerfield, Florida, and then we'll meet back up. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all here after a while. Whenever he gets here, then I'll get back on here and let y'all do a little ride through with me, and ride along and getting out of here, and maybe getting back down to 20, and then get on out of here. So but I'll be back Alright. Oh, we back. Back road. We over here on 31. And I tell you what, this daggone wind is kicking. And it's a headwind too. Driving right into it. If it was coming from the side, it might be a little bit rough, especially with James back here with travel trailer, but it's hitting us head on, and they're gusts about 30-33 mile an hour. But we're just trying to take it easy, and then once we get down here south of Indianapolis, it's supposed to, looking at the windy app, it's supposed to let up. So I hope so, because I'm getting horrible fuel mileage right now, even pulling this boat. So whenever we get out of the wind, then I'll be able to tell a little bit better how it's going to pull and what kind of fuel mileage I'm going to get out of it, stuff like that. But I mean, even with the wind right now, it's pulling okay. Like I said, I know a whole lot more whenever we get out of this wind. But no, James, I met him. He got hooked up and everything over at Bristol, and he came on. We met down there at the pilot there in Plymouth, Indiana, and went and got something to eat. And got back on the road, and we're gonna try to get down here around Atlanta tonight. I would love to get a little bit south of Atlanta, so that way I ain't got to deal with that traffic in the morning. That way we can drive through late tonight, and everything will be good. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all just ride along here for just a little bit, and then later on this evening, whenever we get on around Chattanooga and stuff, I'll turn it back on, let y'all get some scenery of the mountains and stuff going through there. Maybe going through Atlanta tonight. Maybe it won't be too dark. But anyway, y'all enjoy the ride. What's going on, guys? We back. They down here in Florida. They finally made it down here. We got about 80 miles left to go. James, he split off back there. We're 75 and 10 split. Like I said, he's going to Orange Park. So we'll get down here and hopefully get these off today. They said they stopped delivering at 4. I should be down here roughly about 3:15. So I'm hoping they get them in pretty quick and checked in, so that way I can get my paperwork sent in and get paid today. So that way I got some fuel money to get back out of here. But anyway, I tell you what, yesterday we pushed it pretty hard yesterday. We got down south of Atlanta and stayed the night there, and then got up this morning and come on down here. So, and we'll get these done and probably head back and probably get back to probably where we stayed last night, probably around south of Atlanta, and then stay there again tonight, get fuel, and head back up. And then still got to see. There's not right now not very many Florida loads on the board. We're gonna give it a little bit. Sometimes they usually throw them on there at the end of the day. So we'll get back on there here in just a little bit. I know there's still a lot of Texas runs. So what we may do is just go ahead and start heading back, and then maybe wait to this evening or tomorrow and see if there's any other Floridas on the board, because I wouldn't mind getting a real good Florida. I'd love to get me a Fort Myers or something, but anyway. Plus another thing I got to figure out, and I called a couple of these places, and there's only a few of them, and there's only a couple of them that accept on Saturday. So I got to make sure that I'm gonna be able to get back down here Friday evening. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck down here all weekend, and I don't want that. But not right now, anyway. But anyway, if we can't find anything to where we can deliver, to where we can make it on a Friday, or if they'll accept it on a Saturday, then we may just head back up and then get a Sherman and head back home. But anyway, I'll get back with y'all here in just a little bit, and whenever we get down here, I'll let y'all ride along for a little bit. See some of this beautiful sky down here on 75 in Florida. 82 degrees outside. But anyway, I'll let y'all ride along for just a little bit. Alright. What's going on, guys? We back. I know this doesn't look like where I delivered. Now I'm sitting in my living room. I'll explain why here in just a minute. But we got that boat delivered and everything down in Summerfield, Florida. And I'm just gonna go over the numbers and everything with y'all. The reason I didn't do everything down there, basically is sort of in a little bit of a rush, and like I said, I'll explain that in just a minute. But y'all see me squinting my eyes and everything. Y'all excuse me. My contacts are dried out, and I'm out of my little teardrop stuff. But anyway, all right. Before I start this, I know some of y'all probably gonna I don't know, criticize me, but or say, oh, it ain't worth that and stuff like that. This boat did not pay that much. It did not pay as much as a camper would, and I knew that whenever I picked it. So I mean, I knew that going into it. The reason that I picked this, a couple of different reasons. One, it was about the only one going to Florida where James and I could basically go to the same place, and that's what we was trying to do. Like I said, James's boat, his got canceled because we had a dent in it, so he had to end up going somewhere different. But luckily it wasn't too far off from where I was, so we was able to meet back up on 10, and then came on home. But that was one reason. And another reason, I just wanted to do something different, just pull a boat and see how that done. Like I said, they're new, and I think this line they just started building them this year. They're I think it was an Apollo pontoon boat, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're made by Forest River, I think. But anyway, the numbers. It was 1,060 miles from Indiana to Summerfield, Florida. That's what the pay was. Paid $1.56 a mile, so that came up to $1,653. All right. I tried to break this down as much as I could. Let's see here. All right. Whenever I left the house, I had a full tank of fuel in my regular tank, and then my big tank had roughly, I'm gonna say probably 25-30 gallons, something like that. So we just say 30. So altogether, roughly 60 gallons is what I had whenever I left the house. All right. So I left the house here in Sherman, Mississippi, and I went to Glendale, Kentucky. And well, let me back up. That 60 gallons, I'm gonna try to break the cost and everything down. So and keep in mind, this is the fuel prices as of like right now, and which today, which is a couple days, I've already been back from whenever we delivered that. This is I guess you could say the next day, but today is May the 10th, I believe what it is. So fuel down the road where I normally get fuel at whenever I leave the house, and we do not get a discount there because it's basically this little mom and pop place, but fuel there is $4.94. Compared to some places, that's cheap. But compared to what it was a year or two ago, that's ridiculous. But so we're going to say 60 gallons at $4.94. That's roughly $296. So we'll just say $300. So I went up to the Petro in Glendale, Kentucky, and it was with our discount. It was, I think on the sign it was like $5.40 something. With our discount, it was $4.74. So $385 is what I got there. Then we went on up to Indiana, picked up, and then we made it all the way back down to Jackson, Georgia, which is just south of Atlanta. Actually, some people sort of refer to it as Atlanta South. But there at the T8, and it was, with our discount, it was $4.77. So that's $383 is how much I put in there. I forgot to put how many gallons. That one I wasn't able to actually top off because I didn't have enough on my card at the time. So I just basically filled up as much as I could. So that fuel right there, all that fuel right there, the 296, 385, 383, that got me from home to Indiana, down to Summerfield, Florida, and back home. And some people, they just put the trip. I may not do it on all of them, but this trip right here, I'm doing the whole trip, whole round trip, basically home to home. And whenever I got back home, my big tank was completely dry, and I had maybe 1/8 of a tank in my in the truck. So pretty much I used every single bit of fuel that I just mentioned. So let's see here, where am I at? Alright, Oh, I made some notes. That's what I'm looking at, guys. Alright, so the paid miles was 1,060 miles. My deadhead miles was 1,283 miles. So to break that down, from here to Indiana is about 670 miles. From Summerfield, Florida, back home was 613 miles. So that was 1,283. And deadhead miles. And then, so plus the trip, which 1,060. A total of 2,343 miles is what I done on this trip. And it was a 3-day trip. We left out Sunday and we got back Tuesday night. So now here's the breakdown. Alright. So the trip paid $1,653 minus my fuel of $1,064 left me with $589. That's money. It's not a lot, but I mean, you got to take under consideration as much which rates they do need to go up, and for some ungodly reason at Indiana Transport, and I think Synergy too, is our rates drop overnight. And why, I have no idea. I know a lot of people's pissed about it, and so am I. But I don't know. And actually, on that subject, y'all stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna do a video on that issue right there, and people talking about quitting and going somewhere else and stuff like that. And I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on that. So y'all stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button and bell and everything, and stay tuned for that. But anyway, like I said, the boat only paid $1.56 a mile, and I knew that, like I said, but I wanted something different, plus going to the same place as James. So like I said, $589 is what I put in my pocket. Now, if I would have pulled a fifth wheel down there, they paid $1.80 a mile, and those same miles, which would have came up to $1,908 is what I would have got paid off that. Some of y'all may say, well, you'd have burned more fuel, because that boat only weighed, like, I think the shipping weight was like 5,000 pounds, so it really didn't weigh that much. But the front of that boat, I don't know if y'all remember seeing it, but that's a wind catcher. And I tell you what, we was hitting some headwinds pretty much all the way down to Nashville, and all the way down to Indiana. We was getting 30 to 35 mile an hour headwind, so it was eating my fuel mileage up. Once I got down past Nashville, my fuel mileage started picking back up, but I tell you what, it was killing me. But some of y'all may say, well, bigger fifth wheel, you'll eat more fuel. In some cases, yes, but for some reason with my truck, it really doesn't matter what I pull, or no matter what the weight is. And this is just something that I've experienced and what I've come to know about my truck, is that no matter what it is, I roughly get about the same fuel mileage. Pulling a big old fifth wheel versus a small travel trailer, I'm actually getting about the same fuel mileage. I've already tested it, and I am. Why, I don't know, but that's just the way my truck does. But so if I'd have pulled a fifth wheel, $1.80 mile, 1,060 miles, that'd have been $1,908 minus that same fuel, $1,064. then I would have made about $844 off that trip. But like I said, the breaking down the fuel, the trip, I didn't get how many gallons I've used on just the loaded miles, but going from what I've experienced in the past and everything, I roughly used maybe 100 to 110 gallons going down to Florida on 1,060 miles total. And like again, whenever I say total, I mean home to Indiana to Florida back home. I used 219 gallons of fuel for a total of 2,343 miles is what I drove. So like I said, yes, the money's there. On that trip, it wasn't great. I wish those boats would pay more. Why they bid them so low, I don't know. I guess they just go. I think mostly what they do whenever they bid these loads and everything, they go by the weight and the length. They don't really take under consideration the I guess the wind and everything that it's going to catch, whether or not you're running in strong wind or not. Just the fact of they basically that big old wall there, it's going to catch wind. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this, I'm trying to wrap. It's already been on 15 minutes, and I know it's video. I'm going to try to cut. I may edit some of the stuff that that I was going to put in here, so to make it a little bit shorter. But what happened is whenever we got down there, we was planning on, and like I said in previous in the video, we was going to go back to Indiana, get another load, and either go back to Florida or Texas. Well, they put some more loads on the load board, and I was going to actually pick them, and I was going to go to Mims, Florida, pulling the fifth wheel. James was going to go to I can't remember exactly where he picked. I think it was Sanford, Florida, pulling a travel trailer. And literally, as soon as I hit the button and picked my load, the forester on cutting my trees and everything, he called me. He said, "I got some good news." And which I knew he was going to say, but I said, "What's that?" He said that the timber crew's going to come log my timber, that it's done dried up, because we didn't have several days with no rain, so it's done, and sunny and everything, hot, so it's done dried up. And I asked him, I said, well, when do they plan on coming? Well, he said tomorrow. And I said, "Dude, what?" I said, "I'm down here in Florida." I said, "I just booked another load going back and everything." And I said, "Is there any way they can come Monday and start then?" And he said, "Well, they got a break where they're at now." And he said, if I don't take the opportunity now, then it may not be no telling when they would get back. Months to, he said, they got some people that's been waiting a year. So, and like I said in one of my previous videos, that I want to hurry up and get this done. So what I did is, before I could actually get my advancement and them actually put the load on me, then I went back on the load board and I canceled it. And so did James. And we just came on home. We was debating on whether or not to come home anyway before I picked the load, or go back and try to get something else. And I had decided to come on back home, but then I had second thoughts. I was like, no, I need the money. So I told James, I said, let's go back up there and do one more. And then, so maybe something was telling me that I didn't need to pull that load. So, but anyway, I canceled it. We got and we came back home. We got back home last night. So so there's a situation on that. And then they came out this morning and looked at it again, and they're supposed to be moving the equipment over here in the morning and start cutting. So that'll be another one of my next videos that I promised y'all that whenever they start cutting, I'm gonna get some video and everything of the cutter, the tree cutter while they're laying down the trees, cutting them, the skidder while they're dragging them, the loader, de-limbing them and loading the truck and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to get a good video on that. So but like I told the forester, and that was the main reason I come home, that I mean that's what I'm basically paying him for, is to be here and come by and check, make sure that everything's running smooth, they're not tearing anything up and all that mess. But I want to be here whenever they do it. That's just the way I am. So but anyway, it's going on, I was drying out, almost going on 20 minutes, but anyway, so I'm gonna sit back and edit this video and get it posted, and hopefully I get it posted maybe later on tonight or may post tomorrow. So I got to go back and do a lot of editing or whatever. I can't speak. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all tagging along on this trip, and if y'all don't mind, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and so y'all can see my next content and videos and everything coming out. So we're gonna get on off here, and I guess I'll start doing this editing or whatever. For some reason I get tongue twisted, I can't pronounce it, but anyway, edit this video. Alright guys, well, as always, y'all stay safe, Semper Fi.